Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. And this video I've got 3 replays for you in the Tier 9 Soviet medium tank, the T-54. So I've been playing this tank a little bit as part of the AMBT contract I've been working towards, and you know what, it's a good medium tank in my opinion, and it's one that I sort of kept after finishing the grind. I ground this out quite a while ago. Obviously equipment and perks are up in the top right hand screen if you want to know what I set up on this tank. And yeah, so I kept this, and it's one that I thought that was worth keeping, and yeah, I've always had a lot of fun with it, to be fair, and I enjoyed it on the grind. It's definitely one of the better tanks in that grind if I remember rightly. And yeah, so just sort of been playing it quite a lot recently, and got some clips to got some replays to obviously put out to you guys. So the first map, we are here on Westfield, and we're not on the great spawn, to be fair. I've always said the other spawn's a lot better for spotting and stuff like that. So yeah, we're on the opposite spawn, and what I like to do on the opposite spawn is come up to here. Reason being is I want to basically stop the enemy team from getting as much map control as possible. So I've come here, we've got a enemy mantis to deal with, which, to be fair, we need to try and take out as quickly as possible, because that tank has very good view range. It's also obviously got that clip as well, which equally can be a bit of a problem. Yeah, and that guy's going to take a lot of health off us if we leave him alive. But we overpeaked there to try and get the shot in. Unfortunately, we took a shot off of the TS-60 that has now also made a push to this corner. And yeah, it's a bit of a dodgy start, to be fair. We've lost just under 1,000 hit points already, which isn't ideal, right at the start of the game. Not ideal at all, but we're just going to persevere and try and fight on. We put a shot into the track of the TS-60, just because I want to keep him in place. Obviously I know the TS-60's got sort of fairly decent armour, so yeah, it's going to be a bit awkward to take another shot from him, which is just not ideal. We missed our shot there, and yeah, we just have a rubbish start to the game, really. This doesn't leave us in good stead if we need our hit points for the end game. But I'm just more concerned with trying to get rid of this guy, because I want to sort of clear this corner, because then I can go ahead and sort of push on to where I believe the enemy is going to be sitting, which is where that medium tank is sitting right now. So that's sort of the aim of my play here on Westfield. When I'm on this spawn, I want to get to this corner, secure this corner as quickly as possible, and then make my way to the middle, because that's usually where you get your tank destroyers, and a lot of people sort of do camp there in the middle. So you can push that far over, and if you've got support on this corner, or you've got tanks that have secured the middle, chances are you're going to reap a lot of assist by doing that. You can see that's where our heavy tank, we've got a friendly heavy tank that's already over there that's making that play. We're trying to see if we can snap a shot into that tank destroyer there, which we do, getting our third kill of the game. So yeah, we've done well to take that guy out. I mean, this game is kind of running away from us, to be fair. It's 11-7, so we're winning. We're winning the game with good numbers at the moment. However, I won't hold my breath, because that can obviously turn like it does. Tried snapping a shot into that brass there that's running away, but unfortunately we just couldn't get the shot through the viaducts there at the bridge. Now we're pushing over. We're going to try and support our heavy tank. Unfortunately, our Mutz has been taken out. And we basically pretty much cleared this side, and this middle is now free. I'm just hanging back there, because obviously I know the Barask is over the other side there, and I just don't want to get caught out, because I'm actually a one shot to the Barask. And we're one shot to quite a lot of the tanks on the enemy team, to be fair. So yeah, I do need to be careful at this rate. But we do see artillery there, and we get a nice shot into him. We're going to try and see if we can poke another shot in there. The good thing about the T-54 is it does have quite a good reload, to be honest. So, you know, you don't have to wait too long. So yeah, it's got some nice DPM on it. The gun depression can be a bit awkward on this tank. It's one thing I will say about T-54 is, yeah, it's not got great gun depression at all. But like I say, you know, it's got good DPM. It's very nippy. You know, it's got good mobility, so you can get around the map quite well. And yeah, and the shell velocity is quite nice on the rounds as well. So yeah, you can get those shots in pretty well. Trying to get a shot to the brass there to finish him off. Unfortunately, we just track him in place. Can we see if we can pick up the kill? And we do, picking up our 6th kill of the game. So yes, it was pretty, you know, I mean, damage wise it was pretty average, to be fair. We only come 3rd on the board. Like I say, the damage did let us down, but we did pick up 6 kills there. We picked up a top gun, which was quite nice. So yeah, just, you know, thought it was a quite a nice warm-up game for the rest of the replays. We pick up Scoochie medal there. We got the 1st class medal. And yeah, so what we'll do is we'll now move on to the 2nd replay. And here we are on Half Year Pass, which, you know, an okay map for this tank, I guess, because like I say, the good mobility, I guess we can get around on the flanks if we need to. We are bottom tier in this replay, which is not great, but I'd say, you know, we'll try and sort of make the best of it and see what we can do and sort of at least make a contribution to the game by putting some damage in. So what I'm going to do is, I think I'm heading up to the middle here, possibly moving over to the left hand side, I think, actually. So I want to play the flanks. I don't want to play the middle of the map really, because that's usually where the brawl zone is, and I'd rather sort of not, you know, this tank isn't built for brawling basically, and just doesn't have the armour for it. I mean, the turret's sort of quite slow, so you can bounce rounds off of that. But again, you know, I wouldn't rely on it, especially against tier 10s. But so we're going to come up here, we're supporting our light tank, we're supporting the teeth breaker as well. We're going to go on this M60 here and try and finish this guy off. Let's see if we can come round, help the teeth breaker out. We put a shot in and the teeth breaker manages to finish him out. So yeah, well, we've got rid of that M60, which is good. We can get rid of that guy off the flank. And now we're sort of looking to see what we've got in the middle. The enemy team's lost 2 tanks to suicide already, which is a bit bizarre, but I'm guessing they fell off a cliff face. That's the thing with this map, so there's a lot of sheer cliff faces which you can fall off. We get quite lucky there and we don't get absolutely blapped by the FV4005, and luckily we do manage to put a shot into the FV4005 as he's retreating. Now we see this T-95 who's given us his side a little bit, so we're going to get some shots in there. However, he turns his attention to us, so yeah, we're sort of just going to back up. I'm going to sort of be cheeky here and use this bush in front of me as cover. I was trying to see if perhaps that FE was going to poke again, and then we could get some shots in, but it looks like he's backed off now. Now I'm going to turn my attention to this T-95 who does poke out, but unfortunately we do bounce off of his armour. Again, to be expected, the T-95 has got some real thick trollish armour, so either side on, some shots are going to bounce. Do get a shot into his trap there, just I thought, I didn't really have a proper penetrating shot on, but I didn't have shots at anything else, so I just figured, you know what, let's just shoot his trap, and he might probably, more than likely will burn a repair kit to get back into cover, which, in my head I think it's not a bad thing if he's got a minute cooldown on his repair kit. If he's burned that, then if he gets trapped again, he's got nowhere to go, and then hopefully someone will finish him off. So he's backing up here. I'm going to try and see if we can get the shot in, and we do. We get the rear of that tank, finishing off the T-94 for our first kill. And we're up to 1800 damage here. And now I'm sort of making my way up to the middle, because I have a feeling the majority of the team now are going to be over on the other flank. Yeah, we've got a few tanks up here, but nothing's really been spotted, so kind of gives me the green light that most of the tanks are going to be over the other side. And we're making our way back sort of where artillery is near. And we're going to try and see if we can get some shots into tanks that are sort of roaming around that area. Try to get the shot into the light tank there, but unfortunately, yeah, I think we can get a building and it just doesn't quite aim right. We do get a shot into the side of that Conqueror there, and we're just going to back up now, getting into cover, and now we're going to look to the left hand side and see what's going on there. But to be fair, they've got quite a bit of an overmatch on that side, so I'm not overly concerned. We are 4 tanks up at the moment, but yeah, I want to get some more damage out of this game. I'm probably a little bit out of the fight at the moment, so I'm sort of making my way in to just try and see if I can sort of get stuff into rend range and start, seeing if I can get shots off the tanks. This Conqueror keeps poking up, and I imagine he's being quite annoying to our medium tank that's now actually being sort of put in crossfire, I think, by that light tank and that T-54 heavy. So I think at this point I've sort of decided I'm going to commit to this Conqueror and deal with this Conqueror so that I can well, A, get some damage, but also I want to shut that guy down. What I wasn't expecting was artillery to be in this position. I did not expect that at all. He is not focusing on us at all. We've loaded the HE and we're going to get a nice shot into the artillery piece there. He decides to ram us. That's fine, because essentially not really sort of done much to us, and it allows us to shut him down. Now we're getting YOLO'd by this T-100 LT. We swap back to the normal rounds there, and that's fine. We're going to dance with this guy. Just going to aim the gun in front. We do get a shot in there. We put him down to a 1 shot. Yeah, he's taken a few, we've taken a few hits of damage off of him, but yeah, we do pick up the kill there. We are on 78 hit points though. We've taken a shot from the Conqueror, I think. So yeah, that's not great. Having to sort of get YOLO by that light tank has, yeah, whittled away our hit points somewhat. Now we've got the Super Conk, and we've also got the T-54 on the right here. I'm going to try and see if I can potentially sneak a shot into the T-54. He is a bit angled, but we do manage to squeeze that shot in somehow. He gets taken out by a friendly Stritzbahn, and it just means that all that's left is this Conqueror. I'm not going to go rushing in because, like I say, I'm a 1 shot for this guy and could potentially get shut down if he manages to get his gun onto us. Do try firing into his cupola, but unfortunately it bounces. But not to worry, because luckily our grill takes him out. And that brings an end to replay number 2. So let's see how we get on then. We come out with 4.4k damage, 3 kills, no assisted, but yeah, a real nice result actually for half your pass, which isn't one of my favourite maps, but yeah, in a bottom tier lobby on a map that I'm not particularly keen on, I will take that result every time. So yeah, I was quite pleased with that. So anyway, we move on to the 3rd and final replay of the video, and we're on Duke Pass, which is one of my sort of more, I wouldn't say favourite map, but it's a map, it's not too bad. I'll take it, to be fair. In the map rotation, I would say it's probably up there with one of the better ones for me, or one of the maps I prefer. And yeah, we are going to sort of move up to the right hand side. It's team destruction here, so I need to bear that in mind. It's always better off to be safety in numbers. It seems like our team are sort of going to, we've got a couple that are going to peel off to the bottom, and the rest of us are moving up to the right hand side. And I'm going to get up onto the top, sort of the upper level of this map, sort of the higher point, because I want to sort of get into a position where I can get shots off on stuff that our light tank is lighting up. You see our light tank has gone really aggressive there. You see the side of this enemy T-54. Unfortunately, we don't get the shot in. I don't really know where that shot went, but we do manage to squeeze one into the side of him there, forcing him to back up. Still keeping an eye on that gap there just to see if anything else crosses. And now we notice this tank destroyer, but unfortunately we're not in a position to get a shot off. And again, we've got this, we've got a medium tank here that's sort of being a little bit crazy and put himself into a bit of a vulnerable position. So while he's distracting everything else, I'm going to get some shots into the enemy Stritz farm there, just aiming for his cupola because I know I can pen it. Unfortunately, it backs up, so I think we just hit his upper plate there, which obviously is going to bounce off because it's at an extreme angle, so you just auto ricochet regardless. He's in siege mode. Again, focusing on T-54, and you can see we've just aimed sort of for the top of his turret, sort of mainly for the cupola, and we do actually pen that shot, which was quite good. I wasn't expecting that to pen, but it does go through. Not to 960 damage at the moment, so it's okay. I mean, we kept all our hit points, so yeah, that's a good start in itself that we've actually managed to make it this far without losing hit points. It's usually quite an achievement for me because I usually end up throwing my hit points away quite early on in the game. However, that may well change because we have got this T-Breaker coming in, but he seems to be preoccupied with this tank destroyer, which is actually the T-28 prop, so you know, some good frontal armour on that, so I don't think the T-Breaker made too much, it didn't do too much damage to that T-28 prop. We're poking up trying to get a shot on the T-54, I think we did bounce a shot there off him, and we do get one in return. It's actually a T-44, sorry, not a T-54. Get another shot in as he's departing that area, which was quite nice. And we're up to 2.2k damage now. No kills yet, no assists, but you know, 2.2k damage isn't too bad. And yeah, you know, scores are pretty even. Seems to be like the game is going to sort of be a little bit more drawn out and a bit longer, which is good. It's quite nice to actually have games like that rather than just sort of, you know, 3-4 minutes sort of blitzes and, you know, game over. And we get a nice kill into the T-44 there, and now we're just trying to be careful and getting some shots into that T-50, I think it's T-55A actually rather than T-54, but we need to be careful of the Czechoslovakian heavy tank there, the T-09, because yeah, it's going to be a bit dangerous. That is a T-54, sorry, not a T-55A. That's over there, sorry, I'm getting quite confused. Now we're getting pushed by this Czechoslovakian heavy, and I need to kind of get out. Also, obviously, need to be careful with stuff that's sitting in the middle there. We do get a nice shot on the move on that Conway. Scores are still fairly even, and I'm just coming around to try and see if I can get the sneak on that heavy tank. However, we've got some tanks also covering the other side, so I've decided, you know what, I'm just going to sort of run away from that Czechoslovakian heavy tank, and I'm going to make my way into the middle here because I don't want to get caught in the crossfire basically. However, the Czechoslovakian heavy tank has decided he's going to YOLO me, but he has fired both of his shots, so I've thought, you know what, he's on reload, so I'm going to go and try and get some more shots on him. We've also got two of our light tanks rushing in, so I thought, actually, let's just get rid of this guy and also get payback for getting shot in the, you know, get 2 taps by this guy. And we do get a shot in, and then he gets taken up by the RU-251. We did get a shot in from behind though, which was the VK, which is now moving in the middle. I was thinking about potentially going after this guy, but I've just been lit and I'm trying to get into cover, but the RU gets in our way. So yeah, I didn't want to risk that poke because I knew something was back there that was lighting us up as well. It might have been the VK, but I was sort of just wary that there was going to be stuff up on this ridge in front of me, so I thought better of it, and yeah, that's probably a wise choice because the AMX-30 looked like it was covering the VK, so had I gone into that VK, I probably would have got shot by the AMX-30, so it was a good idea to pull back when I did. We managed to get a shot off on that guy as well, picking up our second kill of the game. We're up to 4.8k damage with 1700 assists, and there's only 3 tanks left now, so I kind of, at this point I think I'm probably procrastinating a little bit and sort of wasting time. Probably should have just sort of kept up with the light tanks maybe, but again, I've got to be a bit conservative because 460 hit points, I'm pretty much, I'm a 2-shot, maybe a 1-shot for some tanks, so there's a tank destroying the game. I'm not sure what it is, so yeah, we want to be careful. We're getting up to the ridge here because there's a tank on the right hand side. It's just behind this windmill, and we're trying to get the gun depression as well so we can get the shots off. But there's the enemy TD, both of them are behind, or were behind the windmill. However, the Object 257 has poked out, giving us this lower plate. Forward to slide off there, so I was just moving to get him to reposition. Tried getting a shot into the side of the Object 257 there, however we couldn't get a shot in, and we're getting targeted as well, so trying to be careful because I don't want to get shot. Trying to shoot the side of that Object 257, however that thing is just trolley shooting that side on. Now we see the enemy medium tank, who has now come to view, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to try and see if I can just get a different angle. However, the medium tank has now disappeared. Tried just sliding off there, but we were a little bit too quick, and unfortunately it kind of took a little bit of health off us. See the medium tank there, we tried snapping a shot in, but unfortunately it didn't land, and yeah, that's a bit unfortunate. Now we're just going to try and see if we can get a shot on the medium tank, but again behind a rock, so it's nothing's really presenting itself. However, I pull out here and trying to, this is a problem because I'm sort of trying to get shots on 3 different tanks, and unfortunately made a bit of a faux pas. I was just sort of trying to get shots, and this, the problem with me is I don't think about safety first. If I'd sort of just carried on going and got behind that rock, then maybe I could have just sort of got some more shots in, but I was trying to be greedy, being lazy and trying to get shots off on stuff when I'm out in the open. It's only going to end in tragedy really. So yeah, not a great play by me, but there we go. I'm hoping we sort of get this game won, but what we'll do is we'll skip to the end results, guys, and we'll see how we go. So there we go, we get the victory in the end. The team sort of pulled through, and we picked up 5.1k damage, 2 kills, 2.2k assist with 710 blocks. Got a high caliber medal, only the first class, which is really unfortunate. I think, like I say, if we played it a bit more safe at the end there, we possibly could have picked up a bit more damage, maybe got the kill on the Object 257. Which could have gave us the ace, you never know, but unfortunately it just wasn't to be. But anyway, guys, that is it for the video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like and subscribe to the channel, as it really helps it out. And as always, guys, I will catch you next time.